How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. The Bengals lost a very ugly football game, to say the very least, to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you can already hear it. There is talk, and there's more talk about the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line. The Bengals bring in all these new faces. They bring in Volson to shore up guard at the end of training camp, here. You think Jonah Williams is going to step up and improve from the year before, and everything just seems to fall apart against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there seems to be a wave of disappointment amongst the crowd here, and I'm not one of them. I could have told you 6 weeks ago, I could have told you 2 days ago, I could have told you a week ago, especially after Zach Taylor made it known they were not going to play the starters in the preseason, that this was going to be a very ugly football game for the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line. 7 of them. 7 sacks for Joe Burrow, multiple passes defended. Or deflected at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals offensive line just did not know how to stick it in the chest of the defensive line and linebackers of the Steelers, or to keep these guys from jumping in the air and batting balls down. Now, first and foremost, Cam Heyward, JJ Watt, machines. Absolute studs of players. TJ Watt, do we say JJ? TJ Watt, arguably the best defensive player in the league right now. He's a handful. Should have been double teaming him every single snap, period. Didn't do it, didn't happen. There was a time he came in unabated at Joe Burrow. That was a little bit scary. Nonetheless, I think we have to be able to be mindful of the fact that they just played the Pittsburgh Steelers, led the league in sacks last season, an absolute nasty defensive front, and they went up against a Bengals offensive line, very inexperienced together, have not played any regular season snaps together, haven't played any live game action snaps together, and when it comes to offensive lines, it takes time, and it takes time. We brought this up, there's a lot of panic. Aaron Rodgers lost his first game last season, looked horrible. He lost 38-3, won the MVP. We've seen it with Brady year in and year out, where we get to week 2, we get to week 3. There was a year they lost to the Lions and Jaguars, started 1-2 on the season. There was panic all over the place. What's wrong with Tom Brady and these Patriots? What was wrong with them was they had some offensive line issues to start the season. They brought some new faces in. This wasn't every single time. This wasn't every single case. But it is the point that there is panic early in the season, and there's no reason to do it because the good players, the good teams, the elite of the elite, it happens. Takes a couple games to figure things out. It's going to take a couple games to figure out this offensive line. I don't think they have figured out against Dallas. I think we go into Dallas and there's still going to be some head scratching here, especially if T. Higgins don't play. Chase goes up against Diggs. You got to worry about Micah Parsons. Just had a ridiculous rookie season. They're going to get all over Joe Burrow again. I don't think it'll be as bad as Pittsburgh, but we still might see 4 or 5 sacks in this one. And I really don't think that should be a surprise. They have brought in some talented guys, 3 of them, Karras, Kappa, you name them. Collins struggled last week because you can't even say he played CJ Watt. He did have a hard time with him. I think the more reps these guys get together, though, you're going to see them grow. You're going to see them improve. I still think, again, there's going to be some miscues. There's going to be some mistakes this game. I think when you get to the Jets in week 3, that's when you start to see a little bit of an improvement and you start to see things start to trend the right direction. You get to Baltimore. We'll see what happens there. Baltimore, tough to play. But I think by the time the Bengals get to week 5, they get to week 6, you see them playing New Orleans. You see them playing the Saints, or that's the same team, Quinten. You see them playing New Orleans. You see them playing the Falcons. You really look at that stretch of games starting there. And I think you see this offensive line figure things out. And you really look at that schedule and say the Bengals could reel off 6 straight wins here. If you can see the Bengals start the season 2-2 going into that stretch of games, I think they have a very good chance of being an 8-2 football team 10 games through the season. 7-3 easy. Not panicking, not worrying about it. I think they got to try to, again, take 2 of the first 4 is what I'm looking at here. They could more than capable of taking 3 of the first 4. Take 2 of the first 4. Give this offense a chance to gel. It takes snaps. It takes reps to build that chemistry. Not worried about this offensive line. Not yet. I want to give them a chance. We have to give them a chance. Again, let's see where we're at week 5, week 6. Reassess things. No panic right now for me. Bengals still a very, very bright and promising team. In my opinion, I still think they're a playoff team. I still think they're a serious contender for the Super Bowl, especially with the way that defense played football in week 1. 5 turnovers by the offense, and the defense locks it down to 16 points. Ridiculous. You gotta love the way they play. Love you guys' thoughts, though. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.